You might have seen on the channel the 135. No eye. That's very important. With my friend Dave, we did a review on it. Beautiful sunset as well. Don't know if the camera's picking it up. Don't know what the camera's picking up, if it's focusing on the sun or on the 1 series. But he's had it for 6 months. Well, 5.5. Well,
yeah, about that.
5, even then.
Well, I didn't have it for 2 months when someone crashed into it.
Yes,
So.
which we will talk about. But yeah, we are talking about his 6-month ownership of the 135 quad tips. As you may know, we both had the old 135i. Yeah, it was clean the other day, promise. Peep the badge, colour matched as well, but we'll go into all that. So we'll go into what you've done, if you're concentrating. We'll go into what you've done.
Yeah.
We'll go into
what I'm gonna do.
How you found it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we'll go into, yep, this is planned well. We'll go into...
We'll start again.
What you've done, what you're going to do, pros and cons kind of thing.
Yeah, pros and
what
cons.
have you done to it?
Well,
wrapped it.
Yeah, wrapped it purple because it came out the factory silver.
Yeah.
It didn't, that's stock colour. And the only thing I've really done so far is some
give it a wipe. Give it a wipe.
Colour matched badges. So these are clear coated, so this isn't damaging anything whatsoever. But as you can see,
the colour's called aubergine.
Aubergine Dream, Aubergine Scream, sorry, whatever you want to call it.
It's called Thunder Night Purple, and he did get the badge to match. Oh, there you go. You can see it perfectly there with the black outer ring instead of chrome. A nice touch. OEM Plus warranty is now void, but
void, yeah, absolutely. Quick shout out to Nick the Buffer. He's on Instagram. Don't think he's on YouTube, but he sorted me out those. They were 50,
bro's doing tricks on it.
50, 60 quid. But yeah, the quality is outstanding. It speaks for itself. Honestly, in the sun, it's a shame the sun's not out.
Yeah, they are stunning though. They are stunning. So that's what you've done.
Yeah, the only mod.
But what else has been done to it?
Yeah, so this.
We had a bit of an accident.
This here, this mirror. If anyone wants to guess in the comments how much that costs to replace.
Think about all the cameras, all the tech. It's not just a plastic cap like the old cars.
I've told you, so it's going over old information, but basically a month and a day after having the car, driving back home from work, and somebody's come the other way in a BMW. Shout out. God, I'm not going to say the guy's name, that's a bit rude, isn't it? But he's a cunt, basically. Excuse my language, get demonetised. Come the other way, smashed into my wing mirror, did the lower housing, camera still worked and everything, but that repair alone cost 3.5 grand.
And 2 months.
2 months, part delays.
Yeah.
BMW release a new car. Shout out BMW for that.
They've been nothing but great to us.
Cannot supply any parts for it, so.
But it's all now fixed and it works well. So yeah, that's great. That's cool. I like how it's got the M Performance one like the M3, but that's a standard feature.
Shout out Matt Watson. We'll do another shout out on this one. Fistable.
So that's what's been done. Your gel badges and an insurance job. So have you got any other plans? I think you said about the calipers.
Yeah, I don't like red calipers on the purple.
No, I don't like them in general, but
I mean, I've got bits and bobs I want to do. I've got some little badges for the sides
in black.
I can show you them in a minute. I'm gonna black the back badges as well. I want to do the calipers, paint them in a different colour.
You should have done the centre caps under night as well. Is that?
They're to be confirmed, because I'm toying between floating centre caps and normal centre caps.
Oh,
so
someone's done well. So yeah, like what colour for the caliper? Like a colour match or a black, silver?
I think like a mid metallic grey.
Okay.
But a lot's going to hinge on whether I change the wheels as well, because that's in my thought process.
Yeah, they are nice. There's just not a lot going on. Yeah.
I don't like the whole diamond cut, and I'm not going to get them refurbed, because if I ever hand the car back, I need to make sure it's as stock as possible.
And we do like to hand these cars back.
Not that way this time. Not that way. We're fine.
So what's been? I mean, I've only seen a couple of them on the road, so in my opinion, a pro would be it's somewhat rare. I see a lot of like the 118 or the 120. I've only seen a couple of the 135s. I actually saw a Thunder Night one the other day.
Wasn't me.
It was not you. But I think a pro for me is the fact that they're still quite rare, and on photos, I think we can all admit they look a bit wank.
Well, yeah.
But in person,
and people still haven't got used to the shape. But having driven it, dailied it, honestly, it's stunning inside and out.
I've seen a couple in white, and I will happily admit they're rubbish. I think they suit the dark colours.
The reason why, right, for me, is this bit here, where they've redesigned the back end.
It's too...
there's
too much black. Yeah, yeah.
It just makes any other colour than a dark colour. Like the skyscraper grey is actually really nice.
Is it?
I have one in that colour.
No, it's good. Yeah. It is good, as I said, in a dark colour. So what's other pros? Your fuel economy ain't bad, actually.
I've not finished talking about mods yet.
What? There's more mods?
I'm talking more mods to do.
Mods to do.
This arch gap doesn't look too bad, right? You think, oh, that looks modified. Come look at the front, G.
Yeah, the front. Although the fitment isn't bad, like they sit nice.
No, the fitment's okay. I debated spacers, but with the X-Drive system,
I
you
just
can
thought
run into a few problems.
of a mod. I just thought of a mod.
Yeah. Passenger delete. I'll leave you here, mate.
It needs a short plate, like I don't know, like an 18-inch plate, for example.
You know,
what's our thoughts on that? In gel.
I'm not entirely sure about
that you've had since Christmas.
I'm not entirely sure about whether that would suit the car, but I think if there was a time to see whether it worked,
Oi!
I'd probably give you yes.
Link in the description. 10% off.
Why for yes a shout out?
Look at that.
You can clearly see they're correctly sized, the letter in, and it's spaced.
I actually prefer the colour of this one as well. This one's a bit too
if you've got
orange.
Any reservations about whether short plates are legitimate and legal, I think we can now prove that that's perfect. Mate,
that's got to happen. He's had them since Christmas.
Yeah, and then my car was off the road from.
Yeah, all right. But he's gone for a full size on the. I say he's gone for a full size. It was a Christmas present, the daft twat. Yeah. So, you want to make it a bit more low?
So mods, I've debated lows, but at the minimum, I want to do the calipers. I want to either get floating centre caps or colour code or both. I've debated, toyed with the idea of trying to find something to sit in the one here.
Then what colour?
Well, exactly. I don't think I'd colour match the body because I think it looks stupid.
But then any other colour would look out of place.
Carbon would get lost on it.
Yeah.
So whether I do something with the calipers to marry it all up.
I was actually going to say colour match to the car.
Yeah.
It might look alright.
And the thing is, I'll order it, see if it works. If I don't like it, I can pull them off.
Scrap it. Scrap the car.
Other than that, potential mods. I debated M Performance spoiler. I just think it's...
I've actually have I seen one with it? I have. It looks good. Same as the spoiler that they put on the F40.
Yeah, exactly the same. So
shout out EVB if she's in she's in the comments.
She's got one. I might go to hers and steal it. I'll be honest.
That's a good shout. She can afford another one. She can afford another one.
But no. Probably going to end up with like a little spoiler lip from Maxton Designs Aero, something like that.
Yeah.
And then maybe the same splitter on the front. I don't want side skirts. I just think it makes the car look a bit too... I mean, it's wide for...
I hear that, yeah. Because of the quad tips, it makes it look more wide, I think.
Yeah. Reflectors, there's like a reflector delete kit you can get, but I'll probably leave them. I quite like the look of them because they marry up to the lights. Aside from that, just some interior bits, I think. So,
yeah, I mean, they come quite well spec. Like the F40, the generation before this, it was kind of like a weird car where they're good in some aspects, bad in some aspects. And I think what they've done with the F70 is they've just made the F40 like 10 out of 10. Yeah. Like they've improved all the problems with the old one.
What I encountered when I searched for my 40 originally was I was looking in the used market first of all and trying to find one with spec that I actually wanted. Didn't exist because everyone was trying to avoid the premium car tax. Yeah. And I'm not big-headed. That's got premium car tax on it because I'm not going to tell you the list price. It's disgusting.
But we hand them back before we get there.
But yeah, you'd have them with not even the Pro Pack. Yeah. You'd just have like some with Just Tech Pack, some with Just Pro Pack.
But we're going to be talking about spec in a future one. So if you do want to hear about the spec of this car, make sure you've left a like because like it all means a lot. But more importantly, subscribe.
If anyone's got any suggestions for the wheels,
his Instagram will be in the description. He may be old and he may be turning grey, but I've got him on Instagram and he's doing well actually. He's actually catching up to me. So yeah, so pros. Now we're going back onto the pros.
Yeah. Pros.
Somewhat rare.
You don't see many about. I've seen two other ones. Both were in this colour to be fair, so it seems that this is common traffic. But other colours not so much. It's drives nicer, I'd say, than the F40.
Smoother. smoother.
Yeah, so it feels more...
The gearbox in the F40 was a torque converter. This has got a ZF, and from the passenger seat, I do prefer this.
Interestingly, I prefer the drive of the torque converter.
Interesting.
Maybe controversial, but I liked the feeling of when you were like hammering it, and it dumped you into another gear.
It's more fun, but from a passenger point of view, I do prefer
for everyday
this.
drivability, this hands down. But it feels a little bit firmer on the road, but it's more composed. I've lost all my composure just there. FYI.
You've got iDrive. Which one's it called now? 9.
Yeah.
So it's got like the fat screen that you get on like the M3s, which is nice.
Cons, parts availability.
Yeah, because they're so new. I mean, even when they aren't new, you're still going to struggle.
In fairness, depending on what happens, like there's shared availability with the F40 platform. They haven't changed too much under the hood, as it were. You've still B48. Gearbox is slightly different. So although it's ZF instead of torque converter, there's a mild hybrid battery in there which serves your boost mode. Yeah. Which is another pro, to be fair.
And it helps with fuel economy or not?
The boost mode doesn't.
But like the hybrid side of it.
No, it's more of an on-demand power.
Right.
So
okay.
if you're gunning it everywhere, you'll still see your fuel dwindle very quickly. Yeah. But no, there's not been many drawbacks I can think of. I'll be honest. It feels like a complete redesign, but it still retains what was good about the 40 and just improves it. So. I'm quite impressed. When it first came out, my main concern, I think I said this in the original one. Can I get in? It's getting dark. I mean, it's got keyless, but the key's got to be there, innit? So yeah, you got to put your fist the handle. There you go, mate.
Look at that spec.
Fist in it.
These vents were a concern, but they're actually not bad, and all the lights are cool. The lights in there. I mean, I've gone through it on the old one, but everything that I thought was a concern has actually grown on me. And this car brand, I don't know how they do it, but the new M3 comes out. It's the ugliest thing ever. It's now the best car ever. Yeah. The 1 Series come out. It's the ugliest thing ever. It's starting to grow on people. I don't know how they do it, but they're like 5 years in advance. And then like you look back at like their older cars, like the E60 M5. That is one of the prettiest cars ever. I'm not saying this is going to age like an M5, but I'm saying they seem to be like they know what they're doing. They make changes for the long term, and yeah, they seem to have got this car right. I know online it does get a bit of hate, mainly for the front end. It's more of like a snout than anything. Yeah, it does look like a Kia Ceed, but that's fine for him because he had one, and it was one of the best cars ever. So
it's just the pillar lights that they've got that make people think it looks like a Kia.
Yeah.
Some people have come around to the sloping front end. I'll be honest.
It depends on the angle.
Taking
for me.
Pictures on this is very difficult.
Yeah, I bet.
I've tried time and time again to find a good angle for the front, and I'm not quite there yet. But we're working on it. We're working on it.
But yeah, that's
the only other drawback. Front balance.
Yes, so he's got. As I said, he had to have a full-size front plate.
Where can I put a short number plate?
Because on my old one, I took off the plinth, but then you could still put on the short plate because there was something behind it. Whereas there isn't actually anything behind this, so it's small things like that. I guess the average consumer wouldn't want a short plate, but
what's the point in buying a 4-digit private plate?
Exactly.
For a few grand?
How can I flex on the poverty kids, isn't it?
Yeah, trust me. That's what I mean.
But yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed. If you have, leave a like and subscribe. As I said, plates in the description, his Instagram in the description. It's all down there. Hopefully we'll see you again. I'm gonna have to go somewhere a bit more light to film the spec tour, but I'm also hungry, so we'll go grab food, and hopefully I'll see you again. Cheers.